All right, how the heck are you, everybody? I am Fastidious. Welcome to this week's edition of Should You Summon? This used to be a video I did every week in which I answered the question, should you summon? Now it's kind of a live stream I do. I think it's more fun this way. This was going to be the week that I decided to do a video because I don't think the spanner's that interesting. However, I actually think it's the perfect week to do a Q&A because there's a lot of other interesting things that are happening and people might want advice about or want to hear my opinions about. Because there's not that much to say about this banner. So if the stream's 20 minutes, the stream's 20 minutes. If the stream's an hour, the stream's an hour. If it's more than an hour, it won't be, because I have dinner plans tonight. I'm taking tomorrow off from content. I will be streaming tomorrow, no question. A little bit of Hollow Knight probably, but we're starting Demon's Souls. I've been waiting to play Demon's Souls for like 3 months, so I can't wait. But let's get on into it, and let's talk about the banner. So, as always, I will answer this question for all spending groups, those being free-to-play, low spend, mid spend, dolphin, whale, krakens. Actually, krakens? I always say krakens, of course you're pulling, so have a good time doing it. Thank you for supporting the game. Krakens, I think you might take this week off, and I'll explain why. I think most krakens will. I think the savvy krakens will take the weekend off. I really do. I just want to actually interrupt. Someone just said, I pulled to Boreas post-nerf. No, you didn't. Sorry, we're getting off track right away. No hard feelings, but no, you didn't. Boreas hasn't been nerfed yet. He was nerfed on Forerunner. He was nerfed on test server. There's no nerf live on global. Not at all. Like, Boreas has not yet been nerfed. They haven't even made a firm decision. No question they're doing a scale back on Forerunner. They gave people the hero reset book today, or they announced it. But Boreas has not been nerfed. So, like, I don't know who told anyone that. I've gone back and watched my content. I said he's getting nerfed on Forerunner. I said we'll see what happens on Global. Boreas is not getting nerfed. This isn't about Boreas right now. We can talk about that stuff towards the end. Sorry to get distracted, everybody, especially if you're watching in the future on the VOD. Let's talk about this banner right here. We got two the normal 2x things. So this one's for rare summoning crystals. This one's for legendary summoning crystals. This is your divine 2x. And then your blue invocation rare 2x. I mean, frickin' pull if you want. I wouldn't. I'll say we'll just kick it off with that. If you're like an early or early mid-game account, you're just in desperate need of legendary heroes or just heroes in general to fill out your roster. Let's say your account is 15 days or less, or you haven't been playing that aggressively, let's say a month or less in terms of its age, then you can do it. I mean, 2x is a nice time to pull, but this stuff happens every frickin' weekend. We have got such good banners now. Anyone else, you wouldn't even dream of pulling on this, let's be honest. Like, we definitely, in April, are going to get our next exclusive, our 250 guaranteed. I predict it's going to be Reeve. Is it wishful thinking? Yeah. Do I also have a little bit of an inside scoop? Yeah. Can I say for certain? Absolutely not. But let the man dream, baby. Let me cook. Watch. You guys will come here in April and you'll be like, oh my God, the guy was right again. That fool was right again. So let's focus on the banner that's actually interesting. How interesting? That's for me to tell you right now and you guys to decide for yourself. We got Torodor. Excellent legendary lord from the Nightmare faction. The only legendary lord from the Nightmare faction. There's only 3 factions in the game that don't have 2 legendary lords now. Those are the Watchguard, those are the Piercers, the Star Piercers, and those are the Nightmare Council. However, if you didn't miss my video today, you probably didn't, but if you did, maybe mods, Viceroy, everybody, Seamus, let's get that linked in the chat. We're getting Eovar, who is just going to be maybe the best here in the game. He's definitely my most wanted here in the game. He's going to be a new legendary Piercer Lord, so that makes Torodor even more special. That him and Leia, you call the whole thing off. Let's call the whole thing off. Those are going to be the only legendary lords that don't have another legendary lord in their faction. He's really good. His lord skill's crazy. I'm going to take you through the whole kit, but I'm going to go really fast. So, damage here, one enemy. You can see each attack from the talent inflicts defense reduction. It's a good one, minus 20% for 5 seconds. So, any semblance at all of speed on this guy, because he got 3.0 base second speed. Even with 0, he's having 100% uptime, basically. Because it's any attack, he's placing it. So, he's just going to keep placing it. The only time you need attack speed to keep it up for uptime is if you're hitting multiple targets. But like for Guild Boss or something, it's just 100% uptime. It's crazy. Additionally, when he's deployed or revived, increases attack and defense by 20% for 15 seconds. Sure. Revived, that's a unique thing where he revives himself. You maybe have seen it with the Torodor boss when you fight him in the Void Rift. The ultimate here, after activating, increases self-attack speed by 80. That's good. It's not crazy, right? Damage dealt by 80%. That's pretty good. Attacks multiple enemies within range for 20 seconds. It's very expensive. You can get the cost down to 900, which is actually pretty cheap because nightmare units are so fast, and you will build this guy speedy. You can cycle it pretty fast. You can have the effect duration crazy high, 30 seconds. It's really weird here that it says 20.5 seconds. I don't know what that is. I don't know what half the things in this game are anymore. I don't know if they're typos or I'm just missing something sometimes, but like 20.5 seconds, is it half a second to activate and then it stays up for 20 seconds? I mean, what is even going on at this point? The damage isn't great. I've tested him in pretty heavy damage builds. The damage isn't so thrilling. I really love him for this defense reduction and his Lord skill, which we'll get to very shortly. Passive here, each attack launches a 20% chance. This goes up to 30% chance to launch 80% when max skilled AoE damage, inflicting a stun. It's a nice stun, a 1 second stun when Hellfire Burning. That is the ultimate. When that is happening, trigger chance increases. By how much? Who knows? Who knows? But yeah, it's some AoE damage. Like I said, the damage is like fine for a defender. He can put out a bunch of damage, but like he's super expensive and the damage isn't that good. A lot of times you're just going to use him as Lord or just use him to keep crazy uptime on the defense reduction. Because that's a great defense drop and it's really easy to place. I see people asking questions. So guys, whenever I do these Q&As, if you want your questions answered, I will answer them. But starting today, I mean, I've done this every week, but I'm way too lenient. Starting today, you have to submit your questions in the Discord channel I just posted in the chat. I make a new Discord channel the day of these every day. This is where questions need to be submitted. Otherwise, I won't keep track of them, and then it drags on too long, and I get stressed out. I'm trying to relax and be a little easier on myself. So follow the rules if you want your questions answered. No hard feelings, I hope. Seamus will keep spamming that link. Thank you, Seamus. So that's that passive. Then here, after his first death, he's going to revive. He's going to a 50% health recovery, but this is maxed out. Actually, excuse me, my God. No, I'm right. It's a full health recovery if you get him skilled up. He's also going to 60% rage recovery. This is a full rage recovery, so an insta-ult upon death when you skill it up. Can be triggered 1 time per deployment. So if he dies again and you redeploy him, you'll get it again. It's not per battle. That's pretty cool. But like I said, the damage isn't that crazy. He's super serviceable for a lot of stuff, but like, maybe there could be content in the future, but it's not like this guy's putting out crazy damage in Conquer. He can put out damage, but you're really using him for this, and his Lord skill's crazy. Increases faction ally basic attributes by 15%, completely normal for every single legendary Lord in the game. Every time a faction ally is deployed, a deployed faction ally gains 5%, 10%, 20%, or 35% attack speed. So if you have 4 guys out, even if you pick them back up later or they die or something, you're getting a 35% attack speed boost post-deployment. That's really strong, right? Really, really strong. Let's say you had someone with 300 attack speed. Once you get the 4 units out, that's another 105 attack speed, right? That's 35% of 300. It's really good. So it'd be 405. That's really nice. Their received healing effects are reduced. So it's a penalty. It's not as drastic as Wrath's penalty. The other part is exactly the same as Wrath. But then this at the end here, 30% chance all faction allies to have their basic attack land an extra hit. Most Nightmare units, their ult like juices up their basic attack. So this is just beautiful. And it's incredible. It allows you to put out so much more damage in a lot of content, especially like Guild Boss. The one negative here is it currently, at least the last time I checked, is not working with Lust. Lust is never getting this extra chance at an extra hit, which is a real bummer because that would just take her from incredible S to definitive S+, probably, right? But that Lust Torodor comp already is extremely, extremely meta. He's really good, right? He's really good. What are the downsides to Torodor? Well, he's not Ancient exclusive, right? So why waste your Ancient summons on him? We'll get to that in a bit. And then let's just talk about the Awakenings really quickly. Increased trample range by 20%. Kind of who cares? Again, his damage is not why you're getting him. At least not yet. There's not content for that. Faction allies attack speed plus 20. It's solid, but for an A2 plus 20, once you have high attack speed builds, that's not even coming close to taking off a fraction of a second, right? Then here, during the effect of Hellfire Burning, increase the chance to trigger Atrocious Trample. That's the AoE. By 10%, and then you have the other thing where chance increases during the ult. I mean, we don't even know what's going on anymore, right? Rage Regen Auto plus 1, that's good, but it's only plus 1 for a Legendary Lord at Awaken 4. Give me a plus 2 or plus 3, let him cook, right? A5, Hellfire Resurgence can be triggered 1 more time per deployment. 2 revivals, that one's crazy. That one's crazy. That makes him a ridiculous tank. You can build him with so much less tankiness, so much DPS. He can kill people, he'll eventually die. He comes back up not once, but twice, each time with full health and a full rage meter when you have him fully skilled up, as you can see here. He's a great hero. He's a great hero. Really great hero. Let's go next to Jazelle. So when I heard about this banner, when Destin and some other people were reporting on the leaks, that this banner was going to be coming. I was like, all right, if they're putting Jazelle on a banner and we hear all the murmurs about Valderon and now Praetus and now as of today, Yovar, it's like maybe they're buffing Jazelle and they're going to line it up. They didn't buff her. Not at all. Giselle's probably the biggest L, I think, of the Ancient exclusives. I'd have to go back. Some people are going to say Dirtza or something. Dirtza fits a lot better into a chaotic comp. I have not seen Jazelle used anywhere. Maybe in Arena, I think she could have viability. I'm not even going to do a full kit breakdown here. Chances to deal more damage. She can consume HP, which is pretty cool because it's actually working with the vampire theme we have going on here. Ultimate triggered keeps rotating, so a nice little area of effect around her AoE. The animation looks great. That's pretty cool. Let's go here. 10% extra attack speed. People are saying she's in some top teams for Arbiter of Frost. Fair enough. I guess Bloodbane is counting as a dot, I presume. That's cool. So there's a niche. Are you going to pull on an Ancient exclusive banner with a non-Ancient exclusive Lord for a hero that can be used with decent success in one Codex boss? I think nay. Increases damage. She's just like fine. She's just like totally average. I mean, none of the Ancient exclusives are like bad, so maybe like on paper she's better than someone like Dirtza, but he will fit into more like endgame chaos comps than she will. It is what it is. I think she could be viable in Arena. I haven't tried her. I'm not privy to people are using her right now. I wouldn't be surprised, but you would never be seeking her out on a 10x, not currently, right? So that's going to be Jazelle. All in all, this isn't a bad 10x. I mean, Torodor, a tremendous legendary lord. Many people have been waiting for his 10x, but why would you not pull? Well, if you're any semblance of late game and certainly end game, why would you pull? Where is he moving the needle for you? Could he get you that 50k in Guild Boss? Maybe, but he's not going to move the needle so drastically. And if you're at that point, maybe you're not actually at late game or end game or proper end game. But is that worth blowing all your Ancient summons and missing out on the crazy Ancient exclusives that seem to be coming? We still haven't gotten a Soul Cadence banner. On Forerunner, they've gotten a Valderon banner who hasn't even come yet, and they've gotten a Praetus banner that's going on tomorrow, right? With that stuff cooking, it's like the opportunity cost is just crazy. I pulled like 12 Torodor for people from blue and gold summons, not from Ancient summons, right? He'll drop for you eventually. Could it take goddamn forever? Sure, but like, how could you do it? How could you do it? At the very least, if you're going to pull on a Torodor banner, wait until heroes like Valderon and Yovar have entered into the hero pool, because they're not even here yet on global. So for me, if you're, let's say, anywhere in late game, so it's like you're towards the end of the gear dungeons and you're plus 25k blood per rune, or end game and like you're clearing everything, you're just maybe going for, I guess at that point you're just going for your triple S's and codex. There's no way. There's no way. You're holding for the Praetus banner, you're holding for Valderon, you're holding for Yovar. There's no way. If you're mid game, you can kind of assess it. I'd say the way you'd go for this mid game, and you can see I'm not talking about spenders here because I actually think this is spender proof. I guess if you're a super Kraken, buy all the Ancients you want, go in on this. But on the same token, I'd say buy all the Ancients you want and hoard them for when Praetus comes or Valderon comes or Yovar comes. That's what I'm saying. This is like, I think a shrewd Kraken will take this off. And I actually think most Krakens will already have Torodor because you can get him from normal summons. That's kind of what I'm saying here. So why would you go for him if you're like mid game or early late game or something? Maybe if you don't have epic lords. So then it's just like you just need to pull for Ancients anyway. So you're not even necessarily going for Torodor. He's like a bonus, a nice little bit of gravy, a little cherry on top. But maybe you need that Lunaria. Maybe you. Who's another good example? You need a Pyros, something like that, right? That'd be Raiden. That'd be a nice reason because you're that progression. And maybe you are legitimately gated. You think because it's hard to do Gear Raid 3 without Lunaria, or it's hard to do Gear Raid 1 without Raiden. Maybe Aeon, right? Those are reasons. Early game, I would say probably you should pull on this. It's up to you. If you're in it for the long haul, then hold. If you're not obsessed with like maximizing the speed of your progression, no reason not to hold. However, if you do want to progress, I think if it was me and I'd been playing for like 10 or 15 days, I'd probably pull everything. I wouldn't have many. Even if you're a spender, you could. But at that point, you got to fill out your account. Take that shot to get an Ardia or a Uridin or Pelagios or Lugaru, and then get some epic lords. And who knows, maybe you get a Leia or a Torodor. Maybe you get a Soul Cadence or a Praetus. You don't know. So I'd say those are the people that probably should go for this, because as much as I've been giving you guys news about there was a Valderon banner and Valderon's cracked, there's a Praetus banner. This is all on Forerunner. Tomorrow there's a Praetus banner on Forerunner, and obviously Praetus is cracked. And then Yovar was dropped today, and who knows when he's coming. He's cracked. We don't know when they're coming, so if you're a new player, you could be holding out for months. So you need to be in a position I am, and a lot of players are, where like, I'm willing to hold 4 months. I've already held for, I think, 2 months, or maybe just over 2 months. I think it was about the beginning of January was the last time I pulled on Ancients. I will hold and hold and hold. You know, obviously all my Ancients are free to play. You can't get Ancients with diamonds, but I'm up like just about at 80 right now. I'm happy to just hold and hold and hold and hold because I'm patient. I'm waiting for things that are really gonna move the needle. Seems like the chat fell asleep on me, but we can already wrap up there. You guys can let me know any questions you have. I'll go check the Discord. Let me know if we're still live and if nothing went wrong here, guys. I'm going to go take a peek on the stream. I forgot to share the stream, I'm realizing, so that one's on me. So I guess I hope a lot of people watch this VOD in the future. Let me share the stream right now, and then we'll open it up to questions. But basically, that's really the gist. I'd say if you're very early, then probably you should. Anyone else, just be a patient guy and frickin' guy or girl or person and frickin' hold, man. How could you not? Honestly, how could you not? That's really, really how I feel. Let me just post this. Ask me as many questions as you guys want. It doesn't even have to be related to this banner. But all in all, Tordor's pretty badass. I'd be thrilled to get him, but he's not exclusive. So it's just be patient and wait for those true game changers that you can only get once in a blue moon, and you still probably won't get, but you might as well maximize your chance to do it there and then. Give me 10 seconds. Sorry, people watching the future. Live right now, doing SYS and of course Q&A. Come join and ask. There you go. All right, thank you so much. But yeah, that's this one was gonna be simple, just like I said. Sometimes these take me a long, long time to get through all the points I want to make. That's the gist of it. It's the opportunity cost of pulling on this and not something else is far too high. It's just far too high. It really, really is. Unless you're new and you just need it's like if you need to populate your account, then you need to populate your account. Like if you don't have Lunaria or Raiden or Aeon or Pyros or that's basically, those are the ones that you really need, I feel like. I don't think I'm forgetting anybody. Then that's that, That is going to be that. All right, let me pop open my Discord and get into the questions now. I'll also pull it up on the screen so you guys can see what questions I'm reading as I do read them. All right, people are starting to ask a few now. Let's get a mod sharing that, please. I would definitely appreciate that. And let's start this Q&A. So, pretty quick. We finished that in about 15 minutes. Let's throw on display capture. I'll make myself teeny tiny. It's about the questions. It's not about me. All right, sweet. So, I'm going to have a little sipsy poodle. All right, start off with Malevolent Deity. I believe I just saw you in chat. So here's a teachable moment. You said, I'm at 196 pulls. Should I save my legendary for Torodor or wait for next banner? You need to tell me more than that, man. I don't know how far into the game you are. But if you're brand new with 196 pulls, then you're spending like crazy, so why not just pull them now? Fill out that roster. But anybody else, keep saving, baby. Why wouldn't you rather have 400 for the Praetus banner or the Yovar banner or the Valderon banner than 200, right? So almost certainly you should wait. But yeah, I'd have to know more context. So teachable moment. Try to give me as much context as possible. Who is Torodor and Giselle? I want Yovar. Yeah. Also, I've decided it's either Yovar or Yovar. I'm just going to call him Yovar. Maybe it's Iovar, like Iona. I don't know. What do we think? Iovar, Yovar, Yovar? I think Yovar. It's pronounced like a Y. I think I like that. I was running early. Here we go. 33-day-old account. A2 Dolores, 3 Soulstones. A5 her or what? Again, I need more context. I don't know who your other epics are. I'd say at day 33, there's no rush to A5 or A1 is sufficient. Dolores A1 is the most important awakening, any rarity in the game. A5 is kind of like a privilege for a bit later on. I'm assuming if you're day 33, your Hollow isn't max, your Wrath isn't max. But yeah, I need to know more. I need to know more context. Let's continue. Dirk, if you want to ask questions, please submit it in the channel that keeps getting shared by Vice. Carlos Nuke says, Tordor's a lord, but haven't hit Mercy with Ancients before. I don't know how deep into Mercy you are. I don't know if you've been counting. I mean, it's up to you. Like, for me, I'm between 35 and 45 away from guaranteed Legendary Lord, so there's no way I'm risking that, right? Let's see. If you're new, is Todor worth pulling for since you get Wrath so early? I think no. That's the other thing. I thank you for asking that question, Kuja. He's a huge upgrade for Wrath later on. At the beginning of the game, Wrath's better. Wrath is a better hero for a lot of the progression stuff you need help with than Todor. Wrath is a lot easier to use, a lot easier to build. So no question, I think that's a good thing. But if you got him, I mean, he's just such a good lord. But like as a hero, Wrath is going to be far more helpful in the early and mid game than Todor. Good question, Kuja. We have got Mark. Is there anything in particular that Torodor is special at? I do not have him and have not seen anywhere that Torodor was a must-have. The extra hits are crazy good. Like for sticks, it can be really, really, really strong. I'm not sure how that shook out in the meta. I mean, I didn't use him. I don't have him. And I was top 100 in sticks last rotation. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like in Guild Boss, he's very meta. Like if you're running a Nightmare team, it's a huge upgrade going from Wrath to Todor, no question. Keeping the defense bonus up, but really getting those extra 30% chance hits for your Salazar or your Lugaru or your Arrogance, of course, right? Website still expected by next week. Beta is expected on Monday. So I would say I really hope by a week from Monday the website will be live to everybody, and the goal would be Friday, so the 22nd. So a week from today is the goal that it'll be live, V1 live for all of you guys. Expected is a powerful word. I don't know if I expect it, but that is very much what we've discussed, and that is my hope. I'm hopeful. Smodule says, I love Todor with the Glacier set, main stat HP bonus, and secondary all DPS attributes. Sounds great, especially if it's fast enough. I think Todor needs to be really fast. The only proper damage you're going to get out of Todor that I've seen, you're not getting much from the basic. It's really from when he's ulting and you get that 80% damage boost. It goes up to 120% damage boost, and the uptime on this is crazy. And then also you get the increased chance during the ultimate to land those big AoEs. You're always going to get the defense reduction, but to cycle this effectively, especially since he's a Nightmare unit, you want him going like super fast. And he's not a fighter, right? He's a defender, so he's that 3.0 second base attack control. This is a good question. So I really would suggest there's almost no content, at least early, like mid-late game. Maybe end game you'll have enough substat rolls that you can get away with it. But for most people, I think you're always running an attack speed amulet on Todor. No question. Eventually, if you have a lot of attack speed subs and rage regen subs, you can run him in like tons of HP and attack bonus mains. Glacier set's a good call. But like that's a great build you described, assuming he's like minimum 200 additional attack speed. I would highly encourage like 300 additional attack speed. Yeah. Good question. Does someone find out the exact damage formula for Guild Boss? I don't know what that means for Guild Boss. We do have the damage formula. I'm working on a calculator for it, so expect that for V2 on the website. Maybe I'll get a video out on that before then. I don't know if other people have it and want to share it. They're more than welcome to. I don't have like a clean, good way to share it yet, but I'm working hard at it. But yeah, I think when people ask for stuff with Guild Boss, you guys are forgetting the amount of RNG that goes into Guild Boss. I think people come from other games like Raid, which are just, in terms of consistency, it's simpler to achieve that in other games. So I think maybe that's the frustration you're voicing. Now we've got Lordle. I have 100 Ancients and I'm under 10 to hit Pity there. I don't have Todor and I really want Valdron or Praetus. I still have time to have enough Ancients to hit another Pity. Well, how do you know that? See, this is the thing, guys. Like, and there's no judgment to you, Lordle, but like, how do people say that? Like, Praetus could come literally next weekend, or he could come in 6 months or never. We have no idea if you have time. You might have time. You probably do, but who the heck knows? Same with Valdron. Like, who knows? Sincerely. I think we can confidently say these guys won't come before April, but like, it could be like, you know, the first week in April that you're getting a banner. So like, we just don't know. Like, we really don't. If you're 10 away though, why would you're gonna have like about a 40% chance that it's Torodor. Unless you desperately want him, why would you use that now? I know people like to pull because y'all are degenerates just like me, but just wait. Strength is in patience. It's as simple as that. This looks like a skull cap now. You can't see the back brim. All right. Why do you feel there wasn't any lingering anger from other content creators for the ancient nerf over the weekend? I feel like Moonton was being shady. In their defense, I just posted early results, which are going to have to be amended. There was a nerf, but I'm not saying it was weaker or stronger, but I need to get the proper study out. Maybe they're waiting for that. I don't know if all content creators watch my stuff. I know the ones that probably would report on it, like Ivy. she's ill right now. So blessings to her. I really hope she gets better really soon. I hope you guys all keep Ivy in your thoughts as well, and really hope for her and her family that she starts feeling better. She's probably like the best content creator we have, right? So, but yeah, aside from Ivy, I don't know. I mean, it's not official, anything I posted. If I was them, I'd probably wait until there was some cleaner results, which I will be posting, I guess, on Monday, if I could get my act together on Sunday, but I am going to not make any content tomorrow. I guess I can also tell you guys, I do have a video coming out tomorrow, but I already filmed it today. The thumbnail's already done. That will come out tomorrow, but don't worry, I'm not doing content tomorrow for Watcher Realms. I'm prepping. This is what Hell Hades suggested I do. He said, make an extra video on Friday. So that's what I did. You got to listen to the king, right? Just got 19 in all my gear raids. I know Invig set is important. Who are the top 3-5 heroes to give Invig? It depends on the content. Main primary attributes I should be looking for. Attack speed is like the best amulet by far. Rage regen on the ring. HP bonus. Also a DPS Invig set is really nice. The heroes you're going to put it on are like Hollow, Dolores, maybe on your, it's great to have it on your, and the set doesn't matter, just have it on your cost generator, so throw it on your Narvi or your Dallin, just an easy way to buff someone else. Another good one is like, yeah, any of support heroes, so like Laurel's an amazing hero that will wear it, Volca. Yeah, I think that covers most of it. Leia, Elowen, Vortex, healers are good candidates as well, so those kind of stats. Attack speed is like king on Invig, because most of the heroes that wear Invig are going to need attack speed. Pulled 59 times total with no legendary lords. Is Torodor worth it, or should you save for the new Piercer Lord or potential Praetus banner? We don't know when those are coming. If you've only pulled 59 times, I get the sense you haven't been playing that long, right? That makes me think you've been playing for like 3 months, maybe? So I would maybe consider pulling. It depends on your progression. But yeah, appreciate all the questions so far, guys. If you have any other questions, I'll stay live for a few more minutes, but if that's that, that's that. I want to answer your question, Martha, but I've already committed to only answering questions that are posted here in the channel. So if you're not, I can't answer questions in the chat. I'll see if there's anything else in the chat I missed, though. Thank you, Viceroy. You wish you had Hollow? Yeah, it took me forever to get Hollow. It took me like 80 or 90 days, maybe longer. Maybe it took me over 100 days to get Hollow. I didn't get Hollow till that big Hollow banner came. I'm trying to remember who was on that banner. I think it was the Thanksgiving banner. So I played for over 100 days before I got Hollow. I think it was the Constance Allura banner was Hollow. I'm almost certain. That's a good memory right there. I think I'm pretty good. They call me Mr. Yover. Mr. Bombastic. All right, sweet. We got anything else? All right, we got a couple people typing. I'm happy to stay on for like another little while. You got Hollow, the most recent Constance Laura banner? Nice, yeah. So that banner was, so there, that confirms it. Because if she was on that banner was a rerun of the first banner. I can't do the Venoma prayer for you, I don't think. I can show you how to do it. Beef Durkee says, do you have a recommended way to gear Dallin? For what content? Because you needed her to survive 2 cost refunds. That's only 50 seconds, so there's like no content that wouldn't happen. If you're talking about Gear Raid 2, she can survive it at no skill ups. At 27 seconds, she can survive it. I'll show you. I think I must have a Dallin dupe. I haven't cleansed my epics, but I'll show you right now. If you get her out right away, her thing is timed. Her stats don't matter, right? So I don't know. Let's take my Dallin out and let's put in. I must have a dupe, right? Yes. Okay. Cool. So this is a level 1, no promos, no skill ups, right? As long as you get her out right away, it's tight. But here, I'll start over. As long as you get her out right away, you'll see she'll get 2 triggers. So we got the 1 trigger. It's very tight, but you'll get it. Oh, there it is. Okay, so I didn't pick her up fast, but you saw it happening. And now I want to get it. Now I'll show you. It's super tight, but you can get it. Assuming this is what you were talking about. So you wait. See? So I missed the click by a fraction of a second again. All right, that sucks. I promise it works. Oh, God. You can see how it works, right? Do I have to do it again? Frick, you got to get her out right away. God damn, my finger. There we go. There we go. There we go. I'll take this moment to say don't forget to like the stream, guys. I noticed we have 94 viewers, but only 15 likes. You're right, we can put it on 1x. Now it'll work, now it'll work. I'm gonna be pissed off if this doesn't work. I'm trying to come on, I'm trying to prove a point, Dallin. Jesus Christ, Dallin, come on. This is really making a meal of this, huh? Got it. Oh my, did I get it? It works. I promise it works. I promise. That's so frustrating. I'm sorry. I must be missing my clicks. I promise it works. I've done it. But if you get the 2 seconds off, it works like a charm, obviously. Right? The difference between whatever it is. Oh, that's what it is. I'm so sorry, guys. You need to get 1 second off of it, as you can see. So yeah, I forgot that. So it starts at 30 seconds, and you need to get it to at least 29 seconds. It's comfy at 27, so if you get the first 2 levels. But with Dust, you should hit this once, unless you're pretty unlucky. But just max it out. She's the best cost generator for PvE in the game. Sorry about that. I can I can show you with my Dallin how easy it is. Oh, it's on background battle. And now, whatever. All right, let's see. What else? Then we'll probably already wrap up here. Oh, someone wants to know how to do the Venoma prayer. So you go like this. You grab the bonfire. You go 1, 2, 3. You go to the gallery. You go down to Esoteria order. Then you go off. You go 1 more. You go here. You go Star Piercer, Esoteria, down to Venoma. You click onto her. You spin her once clockwise, once counterclockwise. Then you say, "Oh, the goddess Venoma," and then you're good to go. Oh, was it locked? There's no way. Then how did I get any pick off? And oh my god, it was that. Is that why? Because I'm such an idiot. Of course, because it was. You need to have her promo 1 to even unlock it. Yeah, because it shouldn't be that tight. I've done it so many times. All right, there we go. That's our answer. And then I was actually picking her up at the right time because that was the cost we were getting back. Okay, good to know. But yeah, so just have her promo 1. I'm telling you it works. I promise it works. Thoughts on Moonton being sold? I mean, it's not good news, but we've known about it for a while. I don't think it has anything to do with performance. Like, it's not Moonton. It's like ByteDance as a whole is leaving the gaming space and to focus, I guess, on TikTok and that kind of stuff. But yeah, it's not good news, you know. I mean, maybe they're putting out content faster, so that might be good news. But like, clearly, it's like we want them to get comfy, settle in, and not have to worry about any bottom line kind of stuff. Like, let's be honest, a Praetus spanner, like, it's a stream. I mean, a Praetus spanner on Forerunner. For anyone that doesn't know, we got any Forerunner people in the chat? They have been completely and utterly neglecting Forerunner. Like, nothing there. They just randomly will drop updates whenever. Never get any artwork, you know, like the way we have with this kind of stuff. Where is it? Oh my god, it's not open. But can I find it? Is it gonna be in system notice or like this kind of stuff? They don't do that anymore. Like, so there's no banner for Lugaru and Praetus. They just like drop it on you 2 days before, just trying to get raised money, basically. Well, it probably will work. But I think they're treating it the way it probably should be, which is like a Forerunner test server that's more public. But yeah. They should have never let people spend on it, let's be honest. And now they're in this weird situation where, like, they probably should move on from Forerunner and not give it equal attention, because that's not what their business is anymore. But they have to. But they're not. But they have to give it equal attention because they've let these people spend so much money. I don't know. That's what I think about it. It's a strange situation for them. But made from their own greed. Have a great weekend. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Mark. All right. These last two, that will be the end there. So this is a follow-up to recommended Dallin. Gear Aid 3, she'll never get hit if you run my strategy. So she only will get hit if you put like Volca or Wrath in front of her and then the splash damage kills her. But I run her without gear usually. If you have an Invic set, just run any Invic set, but the stats don't matter. But Gear 3, she shouldn't die, ever. But to not get one shot if she's getting targeted because you're not killing the mobs fast enough, she'll never survive it. She needs so much HP. She needs like well over 50k HP. So you have to completely max her out and stuff. It's not worth it. Just work on your DPS instead. Is Praetus Ancient only? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, these are all the Ancient exclusive heroes. I'll tell you every one in the game. Actually, we'll do that at the end. That's how I'll finish. We'll do that in 2 minutes. Let me just finish these last few questions. Just missing 121. Got Artemis. Do I still need Lasir? No, sir. Absolutely not. Just build your Artemis nice and quick. You can run them both together. It's nice. You can like juggle the anti-heals, especially if you have other ways to get DPS. But you don't need it at all. No. Would it be fair to kill Forerunner but let everyone move their account to global? Absolutely not. People would be outraged if someone like Ray could just like waltz in with like everything. He'd all of a sudden like imagine if you're Red Powder and you're like #1 on global and now all of a sudden you have to compete with Ray. I mean, they're probably equals, but like I wouldn't be happy if I was him, right? And there's a lot of people, like, shout out to Jokes and Storytime, where like his account's good, but like because his account, like in part because his account's so old. He's a good player, spent some money, but also he's had 400 plus days. How could you feel as like a free-to-play player trying to compete against someone like that, right? Simmons. I don't know what Simmons means. I saw someone else writing. I see someone else writing again. Yeah, no worries. If you want to ask questions, Ben, you can ask here in the channel. Let me read. Let me show all those things. So these are all the Ancient exclusives. I'm gonna do it as fast as I can. All right. So let's go. Lugaru, Ancient exclusive. Jazelle, Ancient exclusive. Elder, Ancient exclusive. I'll point out not Ancient exclusive, but limited banner exclusive. Falcia, Ardia, Ancient exclusive. Uridan, Ancient exclusive. Admiral Claw, Ancient exclusive. Lust, not Ancient exclusive, but limited banner exclusive. And then Thalin, Ancient exclusive. Then we've got Vladov, Ancient exclusive, and I think that's it. Gone, Ancient exclusive. Reeve is limited banner exclusive. Cyrus, Ancient exclusive. think that's everybody, right? I don't think I missed anybody. Eventually, Jorge will be there, but he's not in the game yet for us. Sargok is ancient exclusive. Pelagios, ancient exclusive. Vargas, ancient exclusive, right behind my head. There you go. Then we have got Dasami, ancient exclusive. Carnelian, ancient exclusive. Eunomia, ancient exclusive. Now there's a lot of mages, guys. So we have Soul Caden's ancient exclusive. We have Kada, ancient exclusive. I have him. Dirtsa, ancient exclusive. Demi, ancient exclusive. Praetus, ancient exclusive. And then here we have Alistair is a limited fusion exclusive. And then Gwen, I must have missed Gwen. She is limited banner exclusive. Crodor, who is coming in, I believe, exactly a week, which is crazy. We're going to have to all start prepping. I'll have to make a guide for that. Crodor is limited fusion exclusive. And I believe, in case I missed anything, those are all the exclusive heroes in the game. Oh, excuse me. Do not even suggest killing Forerunner? I'm not suggesting that. I was actually suggesting the opposite. I was suggesting all else equal, they would have to, but quite literally they can't. So at this point, they should just suck it up and give Forerunner the equal attention. You know, it's a bed that they have to sleep in now. About that Jazelle. What about her? I'm sorry, did I miss a question in here? I don't think Jazelle's so special. Oh, here you go. A1 Jazelle, is she worth building at all? Her ratings are pretty low. Lust, Arrogance, Torodor. Maybe try her. People were saying that there was some usability for her in Arbiter of Frost. I can't imagine she could even compete with some of the free-to-play options, but I also haven't seen it, so I don't know. I'm not going to rule anything out. But with current, I think she could probably shine in future stuff, but like it doesn't exist right now, and she's not someone like Uridin, who like obviously is going to shine in future stuff, right? Is Sargok good? Sargok is incredibly good. Level 47, do I pull my 16 normal shards in the 2x? Level 47, yeah, you should pull all of them on the 2x, yeah. That's a great question. Thank you for the context. Level 47, pull it all, yeah. I keep seeing Grim Reaper typing. There he is again, and then not typing. That will be the last question. And then I have to go drive to Queens. You guys might have guessed it. It's Queens time, baby. Is the new... So I don't know for a fact, if you watched my video, like, I don't know. He just came out. I have no idea how I'll be able to be summoned, but I would be shocked if he is not Ancient exclusive. I'd be shocked if he's not joining the ranks of, like, Soul Caden, Cyrus, Demi, and, Soul Caden, Cyrus, Demi, and Elder. I'd be shocked. He has to be. If he was a normal hero, you can't be that strong if you're a normal hero. There is a pattern here, guys. It's really just Hotset and Boreas that are able to be that strong. All right, guys, let's wrap it up there. Just for fun, just because I see one more question. Ghost, my general advice, maybe I'll have to make a video about this eventually. I know it's tempting to use your soul stones. Don't. If you have to ask, you shouldn't be using them, right? Because if you had soul cadence, you wouldn't have to ask me. You would have already used it on soul cadence or Praetus or something like that, right? Soul stones, in my opinion, can only be used. There's 4 ways they could be used. Limited heroes, so those being like Alistair, like I wouldn't suggest it, but like his fusion's gonna come in maybe another year, right? So that, or like limited banners. So limited fusion heroes, limited banner heroes, so that'd be like Lust or Alistair. It's up to you. I still probably wouldn't in almost all those cases. There's someone, I forget who, that I know who is an A4 Lust. Maybe it's Michael? I don't know if you're in the chat right now. I think he has A4 Lust. So like for him, I would want that A5 Lust, no question. That's one reason. The next reason is going to be Lords. So any Lord, honestly, not just Ancient exclusive. I would lean Ancient exclusive. But, you know, if you wanted to put one into a Raja or something, or Twin Fiend for sure is a great choice, right? Then you have Ancient exclusive heroes. Also, the Lords include Ancient exclusives, like someone like Soul Cadence or Cyrus or Praetus, or when Yovar comes, these are like no-brainers, right? And then you have Ancient exclusives like Ardia, but you guys can also see... We'll wait for this to end. I have Ardia, and I have 2 Legendary Soul Stones that I've never used, and I'm not using them on her. And that brings me to the 4th one. Should only use them on heroes, full stop, if they're going to move the needle for you. So, like, Ardia's great. She's amazing. She's like just so powerful, it's ridiculous. What's this gonna give me? Defense reduction? I don't need to reduce the defense. She kills everything in her goddamn sight. It could help me with maybe Arena right now, or Conquer, but it wouldn't help me in Conquer because she kills everything on her side too fast anyway. Then A2, plus 300 attack. Artie's attack is freaking 7,900 plus space. Like, do I need 8,200 plus? It's not worth it for me. I'm holding for my Soul Cadence or my Yovar or my Praetus or something, right? Valderon. That's what I'm doing. So yeah, Viceroy's saying he put all 3 of his into Soul Cadence. I would do the same. If I had a Soul Cadence to put him into, I would. If I pull Soul Cadence, the next Ancient, I will immediately put my Soul Stones into him, unless I also pull something else crazy, right? So guys, let's wrap it up there. Thank you so much. I want to hold on for 1 second. I want to ask you guys to please maybe like the stream on your way out. We have 90 viewers and only 30 likes, so that's something I always appreciate. If you have any more questions, I'll leave the channel open up on Discord, and we'll help you answer them. Thank you so much. I'm going to take the rest of the night off, and tomorrow, no content, but I will stream Demon Souls tomorrow on Twitch, and I will have a video coming out that I already filmed that will be premiering tomorrow, I guess, so I'll just schedule it to come out. That's what we'll do. We'll schedule it to come out tomorrow at, like, I'll say noon Eastern Standard. It's like 6 p.m. Europe. Yeah. Later, alligators. Share with your mother. Peace out. Where's that goddamn button?